Alrighty, so I wanted to make a quick tutorial for Lamek because he's actually way harder than I thought he was going to be. As far as on hell difficulty, they do have a hell difficulty for him now. I think they had a hell difficulty last time, but one big thing to note when you're doing this fight is that it is a demonic, or like a death match, which means that you'll be able to use deathmatch characters like this Summer Deanne, or if you want to use the other side of things, you can use the Green Elizabeth, or Liz, not Elizabeth. But these characters are really, really good. You just have to make sure that you're following their passive. I think Liz has to have all green units on the team for her to work. And then as far as the Deanne goes, I think everybody has to be of a different race. So we have a human, a giant, and then a demon here. I am running Derriere in the back, so just kind of ignore that. If you're having trouble doing, not enough damage or whatever the case may be, swap her out. You don't necessarily need her at all. One of the guys in my guild, Durs, was basically just reminding me that you can use the Valentine's Day costume for the Derriere on this fight, and you'll still get those little cosmetic enhancement boxes. So I'm just using her to min-max a little bit, get a couple of extra cosmetic boxes, but ideally you don't even need to use her. So I'm using the human card set because I was messing around with a human team earlier, but I think we can actually even go over to a characteristic sins card set, increases basic stats of allies. Let's go ahead and do that one because they're all sins. And then let's hop into this thing. I'm using the AI from a guy in my guild, and he is using Escanor as well. I think the last guy that I was using, his AI, he was using LR Escanor. I think LR Escanor was the best option that we had last time this was out, of course, because Escanor is like brand new. But it's pretty tough. The guy's pretty tanky. It really just depends on what cards you're using. Escanor's single target at level 3 can obliterate the health bar, so like he's going to rank up. He does not use the Escanor card, so I think what I'm going to do here is use Lost Vein cards and then the Amplify card from Deanne, since I do have decent buffs on from her passive. We'll try to use that. The Liz is not going to do much at all here. I don't know if this is even going to kill. Actually, I guess if you really wanted to, you could probably just throw out the AoE with Escanor, because it's going to burn some of the health bar off and everything, which is nice, but I mean, it does good damage in general, so that's also good too. I think maybe if I would have used that instead of the Infect card, maybe, I would have just killed outright here, but you can kind of see how tanky he is. I'm obviously using an AI. If you're running with real people and they have good gear and stuff like that on their characters, I have no idea whether or not his Liz has like correct gear on or anything at the moment. This is a bit unfortunate because I didn't kill there. He's going to end up wasting a lot of Escanor cards, which is not ideal. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm not wasting any of my good Escanor cards, because that's going to kill. A bit unfortunate that I kind of dropped the ball there at the beginning. I have ran it with AIs using UR Gother and Halloween Gother, of course, and different teams and stuff. It's, I don't know, it's kind of a gamble. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw this out this turn because I merged into the ult for him. And then maybe we'll just go ahead and use these two cards, because I have a single target with Escanor still. Even though it's a level 1, it'll still be pretty good. You can see his is doing over half HP just with that one card. Seems like maybe I didn't even really need to use the big single target from mine. I probably could have got away with just using AoEs and just use this on the last turn, but obviously you want to use whatever cards you've got so that way you can get through it as fast as possible. Obviously, think about it a turn ahead. Make sure that you have something that you can use for the next one in case, but, it is what it is. Lost Vein's ultimate doesn't do too great here. It's okay. It's not bad, but it's not going to one-shot or anything. His Escanor is going to do one-shot. Not quite a one-shot, so, I mean, I guess that makes some sense. Escanor's ultimate, yeah, a little rocky, gotta be honest. So, alright, well, that was not like the perfect run. Ended up doing 4 turns because we did not kill turn 1 with Lost Vein. I think maybe because his AI is using the Liz cards first, maybe turn 1 we just throw the Escanor AoE, single target out instead, and then we can call it from there, like kind of just, throw the Lost Vein cards out turn 2, because I assume he's going to be using his Escanor cards. And then turn 3 might be kind of a gamble, kind of like a free-for-all. I'm not too sure. Okay, so in this one we pull an extra AoE from Escanor, which is pretty interesting. Okay, he's using Escanor cards first, so I guess I'm going to throw away these Deanne cards. Maybe I'll just move a Lost Vein card to kind of get closer to his ultimate, because if we use both of those Lost Vein cards, we'll have full ultimate move gauge if we already have one. So you can see that one-shots phase 1. I think the reason why he ends up using that is because he got the same hand as me, which means that he was the bot was probably just trying to merge those cards, which is completely fair. Using those with an Escanor attack card, I think I can get away with this. The other single target from our Escanor should be more than enough to kill, and then we still have the gold single target in our hand. Obviously, maybe a little bit of card draw. Obviously, if you're using a real life person instead of an AI, you could play it a lot smarter than this, of course. Like if you have a friend that plays the game and you can like VC chat or whatever with them, obviously it would go way faster, way smoother, and you could coordinate a lot better. But you know, most of the time you don't really bother with that kind of stuff. I know the reason why I run it with AI is just so that way I don't have to worry about like waiting for people to join and everything. I completely understand. So either way, that was a smooth one. Got decent card draw. I think obviously he used his Escanor cards turn 1. If it was anything like the previous run, he was going to use them turn 2, which means that we probably would have needed to use our Escanor cards first turn. And then he would have used his second turn, and then we could have maybe figured out something for the final phase. I think the final phase is probably the one where it's going to be maybe a gamble, because if you don't pull extra Escanor cards, you're not going to do like crazy big damage. And if I'm using my Escanor cards turn 1, he's using his Escanor cards turn 2, that means I'm not going to be able to get my Melee's passive off or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to be able to get the ultimate move gauge to pull his ultimate or anything, so might have to maybe play around that a little bit. But either way, just wanted to make a quick little guide, because it is a lot more difficult than I remember it being. Plus, it's a community event, so make sure you're doing it so that way the whole community gets rewards and everything for that. And yeah, should be a good time. So either way, thanks for watching. Subscribe. See you later.